So basically, I'm a preacher's kid without being a PK, right? I'm a nephew of a preacher. So I grew up in church, always been in church, went to church school until high school. So I've always been around church, and then went to college. Didn't ever, leave church, but didn't have a church home. And starting my work career, I was so busy, as a news broadcaster that, I didn't really have a church home either. So I'd say from 18 almost to, 30, I kind of visited, right? And, pray and have my time with God, but I wasn't a member of anywhere. When I moved to Tallahassee to work at Florida State, I live right down the street. So I was just like, I'll go try out, this church. And I came here actually when I first moved here in 2012, but I didn't join the church. I came one time. I don't know why, but I was just like, I don't feel like going back. So I didn't come back for about 5 years. And then the Lord said, Mark, you need to be part of a church. You need to have some sort of relationship, a real relationship. And I literally was driving by here, and it was like the Holy Spirit said, Mark, you didn't give it a chance. You need to go there. So I went here. That first Sunday, everybody was real nice, but not overbearing. And, they welcomed you, but, weren't all in your face, join this, join that. They're just like, hey, welcome, glad to have you. I came here 4 times and it was like that. And then the 5th time, I was like, I think, this is going to be the place for me. Kind of hung around after church, talked to a few people, and Pastor Ledford came and introduced himself. And we talked for a minute, and we both realized we were both LSU fans. I have a friend who played there, and of course he's from Louisiana. So we instantly connected, and I was like, all right, I think this is going to be the church home. And then I started coming regularly, and been here ever since. After being here for a while, obviously I met a lot of people, and everybody's been great. And it was for a purpose. Now I know. Back then I didn't really know, but it was for a purpose why I came here. And the purpose was I was going to need support. I had gone home to Mobile, where I'm from, and when I was coming back here, I had a seizure while I was driving on the interstate. Don't drive on cruise control, by the way. Woke up, my truck and myself were in the woods, and the truck was dismantled. It was mangled. It was done. Her name is Monique. She was a very sweet person. I had her for almost 12 years. She held me together. I walked out of there. I didn't have any injuries, and that was nothing but God's grace. I stayed the night. It was right outside of Crestview, and I didn't want to call my parents because I just didn't want them to be terrified. And it was Sunday. I was normally in church, and so I called the church and I said, hey, I need help. And everybody asked, what can we do? And I was like, well, I really just need a ride home to Tallahassee. And sure enough, Trey and Tashika, I heard them on the phone. They're like, where are we going? I heard both of them, and I was just like, wow. I was laughing. I really was. I wasn't thinking about, the drama and the trouble. And it was a blessing. It really was. I can't tell my story without them being a part of it. And Lord rest his soul. I know he's, up in heaven, making sure everybody's on point. Nobody's out of line. And Tashika, she's just been amazing, just as a friend, as a human being, as a person. So I know when I came here, it was for a purpose, and I also am here now, hopefully, to pay it forward. Yeah, that's my testimony, and hopefully it helps somebody, and I'm always ready to tell it now, where a couple of years ago I really wasn't, but now it's, it feels like something that hopefully will help. I'm glad that you're doing this, Donovan. I'm glad that other people are having a chance to talk. I think it makes everyone a little more accessible, right? I think seeing some of the other people, I know them, but I don't know them as deeply or as in depth as you would like. Everybody has a story, right? Everybody, no matter what it is, everybody has a story. And I think it's great that you guys are doing this and You do feel more like a family when you know people.